PlatyBara here, and I thought I can just talk for this speed paint. I don't know, because I've been watching other artists on YouTube like talk during their speed paints, and like talk about stuff going on or just like certain topics, and to me it makes the speed paint a bit more personal. So I was just like, might as well talk for this one because I can't really think of any music to put in the background for this. So yeah. And as you can tell from this video, I am not drawing in Paint Tool SAI. I'm drawing in Clip Studio, and this program has been sitting in my computer collecting dust, and I already kind of paid money for this, so I might as well use it. I've only used it to help with the Cronexia anime, and other than that, I haven't really touched it. So I thought it'd be a good exercise to try to use this program. Oh yeah, recording error. Sorry about that. But so I decided to draw a Gijinka of Miltank, which is one of my favorite Pokemon. And I was gonna do a shiny version, but I thought the pink looked cuter. I mean, I love Miltank. I actually have yet to catch one in Pokemon Moon, and I really want one. So who knows? I actually might make this Gijinka an OC. I don't know. I can't really think of a name. I'm some stereotypical farm name, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really make her look like a farmer, just more like a little maid thing. I don't know. But actually, I actually haven't used any art program besides Paint Tool SAI. Not really counting my years of MS Paint in middle school. I don't count those. But because whenever I first heard of drawing digitally, everyone that I knew, including my art mentor, Cradle Song, shout out, she used Paint Tool SAI, and her friends that like I would watch draw too used Paint Tool SAI. So I thought that Paint Tool SAI was the only drawing application that was available on the computer. And well, I kind of debunked that myself during my freshman year of high school whenever I started taking graphic design class, and I started seeing people draw in Photoshop. And I was just like, oh my goodness, you can draw in Photoshop. And then I tried it out during classes, and it would be awful. So I cannot draw in Photoshop at all. So then I just started figuring, well, maybe Paint Tool SAI is the only art program for me. Like, I really can't use any other art program. Which is kind of true, though, because I did have trouble drawing this because I wasn't used to anything. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna try to use it because I already kind of paid for it. So I'm stuck with it. So, I mean, it's a good art program. I mean, there are things that can be changed with it, and I guess I need to fix the settings a bit. But other than that, it's pretty good. Just with Paint Tool SAI, it's just a lot more comfortable with me, and I like the settings on it better, and the stabilizer and everything. Not to mention, the keys on the keyboard are already set to whatever tool I needed. Like on this one, E, eraser, P for pen. But the blending tool didn't have the R key on it, and that aggravated me. Because I kept it going on the rotating tool and not the blend tool. So that was pretty much troublesome for me. But, I don't even know why I even decided to draw a Miltank one. Because, I mean, my favorite Pokemon's Raichu. I don't know. I guess just with Miltank, there's more design flexibility because Raichu doesn't really have the details that I really need for designing characters. But yeah, I mean, so I've only used Paint Tool SAI for about, let's see, I started using it during my freshman year of, wait, no, sorry, I lied. I started using it my 8th grade year, so my last year of middle school. So I would have to say 5 years, 5 to 6 years. I don't know. It could have been longer, but before that, I used DeviantArt Muro. You know that art program that DeviantArt has. That's like an in-browser one, and that changed entirely since the years I've used it. So I can't even use it now because I would not know what to do. And then I used MS Paint. So I don't really count those two because that was during my drawing with the mouse phase where I didn't really have a tablet because I got my first tablet whenever I turned 13. So on my 13th birthday, I got my first ever actual tablet, my Wacom tablet, and I still have it somewhere in my room, but I've only used it since my current tablet pen broke, and that was a nightmare because that tablet was so hard to draw with because I'm so used to my Huion tablet. So that those 3 weeks were just awful for me. So, and during those 3 weeks, since Wacom tablet didn't work in Paint Tool, so I had to use MS Paint, and I've only drawn one thing in the entire 3 weeks, and that drove me crazy. Like, I was cranky, I didn't want to talk to anyone, I just wanted to draw. So, you can imagine how that almost month went without being able to draw in Paint Tool with my tablet. Like, it wasn't like I wasn't just used to it. Like, for some reason, the tablet would sometimes not even work. Like, the stabilizer was way off. Like, I had to push really hard on the tablet just to even make, like, a light pen stroke. So, that was awful. So, whenever I got my tablet pen in the mail, I was just so happy. And not to mention, it got delayed because this was during Hurricane Matthew. So, they had to stop the mail for a week. And then whenever I had to contact the person saying, oh yeah, I haven't gotten it yet, they're like, oh, well, it's just the hurricane, so just wait a bit. And then like, okay, wait, not 2 weeks, but like a week and a half went by, and I still have not gotten it, and it was like nearly 2 weeks after the expected delivery date. So I went to the post office, and I asked the woman, like, where is my package? So I gave her the tracking information, and she said that it got sent to my address, but then it got sent back to Jacksonville, and now it's coming back to my address. So the next day I finally got it, and I was so happy. And of course, the day that I got it, my wrist hurt really bad because I don't know. I think I have like a cyst in my wrist or something, but that's a different topic. I don't want to gross you guys out. But so of course that day was a bummer, but then I streamed on that day on Twitch, and it was all grand, and I was so happy. But the only downside was that my new pin, like the stabilizer, was a bit off other than the last one. Like with my last pin on Paint Tool side, if you know the stabilizer thing, mine was always set on 15 and S-1. Well, with this new pen, it has to be set on 3. So it's weird. But I mean, I like it though. I'd rather have a weird pen than a non-working one because that would just be awful. And I think the reason why it's broken is because my little brother stepped on my tablet pen and I just wrapped it up with tape. And then I thought that'd be fine, and for half a year it was, but then it just broke. So, yeah. I mean, it's okay now. And I think with Clip Studio, I think I'll try like getting the hang of it because I want to start making a webcomic. And I think Clip Studio is better with that than Paint Tool Sci because I don't want to use Photoshop. I only use that for like photo editing or editing my art since I already got certifications in Photoshop, so might as well use them somehow. And I don't want to pay $10 a month for Photoshop CC for nothing and just have it sit there because I paid $50 for this art program and I haven't used it since since the first episode of the Cronexia anime was done. So might as well use it. I mean, if you paid $50 for this, I mean, I'm pretty sure you would use it too. Because I would just get the trial, but with the trial you can't save anything. Like, you can't save your progress and you can't save the document. So that was just a big holdback. So then I knew for sure I had to buy it. But, I mean, I like it. I mean, just because I haven't used it doesn't mean I don't like it. I'm just not used to it at all. I mean, of course, during streams I will still be using Paint Tool Sci. But I'm going to try to start experimenting more with other art programs just to see if, in the long run, Paint Tool Sci doesn't really work out for me. I mean, I may even use Fire Alpaca. I've only used it once or twice during high school, but, I mean, other than that, I haven't really touched Fire Alpaca at all. Because some artists I watch on YouTube do use Fire Alpaca, and they make it seem easy to use, so I'll really look into that. So, yeah, I mean, the speed paint's about to end for I think we still have 4 minutes. Yeah, we have 4 minutes left. So, oh wait, a minute left. Wow, I cannot count. So, thank you for watching. If you want more speed paints where I talk, let me know. I love talking to you guys. And yeah, bye.